Let's see if we can be heard above the bagpipes.
Yeah.
We are here in Manchester, ostensibly for the Occupy Wall Street version, Occupy New Hampshire. So we've been doing a number of interviews here, and Fred Karger, you were running to be the Republican nominee for president. You happened to stroll by, and I recognized you and said, well, you're standing over by that table. I have got to ask, what are you doing here? Because I thought only Buddy Roemer, who we had on our show this morning, was the only candidate who actually went and visited the Occupy Wall Street folks.
Yeah, no, you got a second Republican candidate here today. We go out every Saturday and walk precincts. I give away my Frisbees and I talk to voters, and we've been all over the state. Today we're in my neighborhood in Manchester. I live up on the hill on Highland, and then we came down to the park to show support for the Occupy New Hampshire movement.
Well, what is it about the Occupy New Hampshire movement that is a good thing? And I ask that as being a founding member of the New Hampshire Tea Party Coalition. And we're here to find out, is there any common ground, and if so, are there any common solutions? So my question to you is, what have you found out?
I've heard a lot of very compelling stories. You know, I'm an old demonstrator. I was a Vietnam demonstrator, and when I was in college after the Cambodian incursion in Denver, and I've been leading demonstrations involved in politics as a consultant my whole life. We were the first to surround the Century Plaza when Jimmy Carter was president with tractors, and so I believe in our freedom to speak, and also, you know, as long as it's done orderly. And there is so much in common with the Tea Party. You know, don't forget our first boycott was the tea boycott in Boston, and I think it's important with it that Americans get out and show our support and opposition, do it freely and orderly, and then come together and solve our nation's problems.
Well, I'm curious from what you just said that we have much in common. Can you enumerate some of those things for us?
Well, you know, as an independent Republican, Fred Karger running for president, you know, I've been Tea Party groups. I was with Tea Partiers just this week at St. A's. I am someone in the middle who can, I think, help bridge this gap. You know, we've got a lot of problems in this country. I used to work for Ronald Reagan. I was on his political team, and don't forget what he did. You know, here's this conservative Republican from California. He got together with Tip O'Neill, the liberal Democrat Speaker of the House. They forged a friendship, and they got stuff done. And that's what I want to do for the country. Okay.
As a Tea Partier, there's three main principles: fiscal responsibility, limited government, and free markets. But as I talk to a number of these folks here, I'm not getting that sense. They're basically saying it should not be free markets, government is the answer, and you know, they want more money taken out of society and spread around everybody else. So I guess I'm having a hard time trying to understand where is their common ground.
You know, you're going to get 100 different opinions if you talk to 100 different people, like at a Tea Party demonstration. I was down in Florida at the Tea Party debate, Tea Party Express. I know those organizers well. I met them all up here when they were here for the first New Hampshire debate.
Up in Concord, yep.
Up in Concord. We just need to sit down and get things, you know, and talk and get things done. It's so divided in Washington now. One of the things I like to do, and I recommend all your viewers and listeners, go to their computers, pull up September 11th, when all the members of Congress stood on the steps of the Capitol, Democrats, Republicans, black, white, liberal, conservative, and held hands and hugged and sang "God Bless America" with the Pentagon burning in the background. That's when this country was unified. We have that. It's in our DNA. That's why we're here in this country. So we just need to put our partisan differences aside and let's work toward the common good of the country. Okay.
Well, Fred, we're known for our small micro interviews, and I want to say thank you very much for taking a few moments with GraniteGrok.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Good to see you.
GrokTV.